unnerving. When crypto is swerving, your portfolio is veering down a deep black hole. But if you watch Road Dogg and you listen closely, he will help you gain control. Well, if you think this channel is groovy and you'd like to show your support, well, there are a few things that you can do. Find that like button, give it just a playful little smack, and subscribe and join the channel. And let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button now. It's just down and to your left. And you tap with your right. Look over to the side. Where you can join and subscribe. This crypto rival, the really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button now.
Trade games are made of this. Who am I to hold it or resist? Trading through the blockchain haze. Everybody's chase turns to craze. Some coins boom, some coins bleed. FOMO's grip is all I need. Wallets locked, my heart's in play. Crypto night steal breath away. Charts go up and crash below. Whales manipulate the flow. Dreams of Lambos fuel my soul. Lost in this decentralized hole. Sweet games are made of this. Who am I to hold out or resist? Trading through the blockchain haze. Everybody's chase turns to craze. Hold on, I stake it high. Hold on, I buy the dip. Hold on, I ride the wave. Hold on, till markets flip. They burn me bad. I'm still in deep. This fever's mad. No time to sleep. Sway games are made of this. Who am I to hold out or resist? Trading through the blockchain haze. Everybody's chase turns to craze. Sway games, keep chasing the thrill. Sway games, through bulls in the spill. Sway games are made of this. Crypto dreams I can't dismiss. She's trading all night, stacking her claim. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Market so tight, she's playing the game. Hey, says she's got that glow nobody sees. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Cryptos that flow, wild as she please. Yeah, she's riding pumps, ledgers a thrill. Ooh, feel her jumps, gains her will. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor. Bull run wild, she's a raider. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor. Market tea, she's a danger. Dive so low, then shoots to the sky. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Hold her soul, she's riding it high. Hey, whispers coins of mine, chaos in tow. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Crypto's a grind, watch her glow. Yeah, yeah. She's riding palms, ledgers a thrill. Ooh, ooh. Feel her jumps, gains her will. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor. Ooh, bull run wild, she's a raider. Yeah, yeah. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor. Ooh, marketee, she's a danger. Hey, hey. Oh no, Tom her chase. Ooh, yeah. Oh, gains fuel her pace. Yeah, yeah. Oh, trade is her grace. Sweet but a traitor. Ooh, market danger. Yeah.
It is now dingling time. You're not required to participate, but if you would like to participate, this is the pre-show ceremony that we do every night.
In the shadows, chasing digital gold.
Just to kind of clear out the air,
Hodling every coin you claim. Your secrets
put us in some good spirits, get our mind set for this little charting journey that we're on.
slow. Cryptos in your eyes.
And there's only one requirement that you need. Now, some of you may have these. Half of the population doesn't. Maybe a little bit more than half. I don't know. I've not really kept up with the statistics lately. But if you do have a ding-a-ling, well, then you can participate.
You just want my transaction.
If you do not have a ding-a-ling, then I guess you'll have to be on the receiving end of
Playing games with central plans.
hearing all the rest of us have fun doing it.
You just want transaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, now grab your ding-a-lings. It is time for the ringing of the cowbell ceremony.
Pulling me with moves so shady.
Let's do it, Bessie. Shake that neck, Bessie.
You just want transaction, baby. Charts are spinning.
Nothing like a little cowbell just to make your life feel better.
Lost in code, intoxicated.
Clear the air. So much better than those Tibetan gongs. I don't even think that they're energy efficient. I don't even know if they come with the proper ESG certifications. But I can tell you one thing, the cowbell, war proven right there, baby. More beautiful than even the Tibetan bowls. The most expensive Tibetan bowls. The cowbell. All the magic, a lot less of the price. Get yours now.
But I'm falling too fast. Crypto's got me locked in deep. This high's gonna last.
Strap it on, baby. I mean, strap on. It's going to be one of those nights.
You just want my stacks to send. Oh, oh. Playing games with central plans. I'm slipping deeper in your hands. You just want transaction. You just want transaction, baby. Not my keys, not my crypto lately. Pulling me with moves so shady. You just want transaction. You just want transaction, baby. Charts are spinning, I'm persuaded. Lost in code, intoxicated. Chains are humming. Coins are running, running. Call me yours, but I'm not breaking. Cold wallet's mine, no chance you're taking. You're my rhythm, oh. You just want transaction. You just want transaction, baby. Not my keys, not my crypto lately. Pulling me with moves so shady. You just want
Ladies and gentlemen,
you just want
appears that we went mute there for a moment.
spinning, I'm persuaded.
Are we ready to begin?
You just want transaction. Sign my hash, I'm still resistant.
All right, let's kick it off.
For those of you out there that have hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to... There's a lot of stuff going on behind me right there. Did we forget to turn buttons off again? That seems to be a regular occurrence here. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Glad to have you here. Got the blues playing in the background, so that's going to make me be kind of weird and petulant tonight. But here we go. So, Bitcoin weekend action. A little tricky. And until I came back to this chart, I've got several charts, you know, where I'll throw up different ideas. A lot of them do repeat and whatnot. But my biggest concern was the trend line that we kind of broke. And that's like, that's not so great. Not happy about that, because that's what I preach. When that happens, that's a call to arms to do something. Now, when we're in a bullish, really bullish market, in a bullish phase, like we think that we are here on Bitcoin, especially going parabolic and all that, but just to be in the bullish phase, when we have that, we don't have to be as concerned as this, say, if we're in a bear market or going into a bear market, because they definitely don't respect this line then. They just drop, man. They drop. They might be bearish retesting, if you're lucky to get one. When we're kind of bullish, they can break the trend line and, you know, hang sideways. Maybe retest it, get back above it's what we'd really like. And then that qualifies this to be what we call a bear trap, where they try to freak us all out. Oh man, it broke a trend line, it's over, you know, we're all going to short now. I mean, and that's what that says right there. But the little sneaky bastards, if they want and get us back above here, ooh, they just trapped a bunch of people. They like to do a bunch of these little traps and things like that. So we look at this with a little caution and not just immediately freak out, or try not to, but just know we broke a trend line. We got to be careful. And this is the weekend when they like to play their games. And if you haven't noticed a little bit, and Saturdays have been kind of lackluster lately. Now, I don't think they'll always be that way. I think we'll come to this market and sometimes say, oh my God, it's Saturday, it's the best day to trade ever. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. It comes little by little. I hereby predict that we will see glorious Saturday trading at some point in this market toward the end of the year, around ho-ho season time. Just making that be known there. But until then, it's usually a little bit lackluster. But Sundays and going into Mondays lately, though, they've been kind of cool, right? Yeah, we've been on that time scale lately. Are they going to do something like that again? I'm on the 24-minute here. And I gotta say, I mean, it's kind of good, kind of bad. I mean, we can nitpick and find the bad things, but we can find the good things. It's just a mixed bag, which is kind of common here on the weekends for them to service. And then we also got that CME gap thing, whatever price closed on the CME futures yesterday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That you know, if there was a gap between where that price is and where they opened Sunday night, not too far away, another 10, 12 hours, what is that? I'm not doing math, I don't know, but anyway, until a little bit away. If there's a gap, so if we can jump way up to 118,000 and they open there, we'll have that a little gap space here, and then they'll probably want to come back and fill that, because that's what the big boys like to do with the money, and they got the money to do it and all that stuff. I don't know how it all works, but it seems to work that way in their favor. It's like, you went off and left me, how dare you, you better bring that back. I got an order there and I expect it to be filled. They got little Karens over there on the CME or whatever, I don't know, but anyway, however it works, I don't care. But I'm pleased to see we got a 200 moving average here on this one. Not only here, but also on the 4 hour. I was getting a little concerned with some of these crosses going on. We got some good crosses, and crosses, I mean the moving averages here. I'm on the 4 hour, by the way. 21 moving average crossing bullishly over both of those, the yellow 200 and the white 100. That's good. Got the 100 crossing bearishly here. They got some stuff to work out, but hey, it can happen. 50 is still way down here. So we do have some moving averages that we could revisit. If we lose certain, you know, start losing areas, we're going to be looking at those moving average areas. And they'll tell us a little something about this momentum that's playing around. That's around 115. 115 is still on the table. It is. especially as long as we keep breaking trend lines. So depending on how you're looking at this, your trend line may vary, and sometimes I'm drawing this and we haven't broken it, and then sometimes you're looking at it and you say, there's nowhere to say you didn't break that, baby, you broke it. We can just go to the wiggle room clause where my rule is I'll keep the angle, but I'll take it down to the wicks, and that's how I determine my wiggle room. But I established my angles by the candle bodies, and 4-hour time frame. I got it there. So I'm seeing a little. We got a little weakness and danger zone where there's going to be a fake out or not. We'll have to see. Could be, could not be. We did lose our little area here at 117.3, which I'm just happy we got back up there, man. And not only once, but twice. Early today, we even got up above there, almost to 118,000. We were saying that we can get up to $118,000 area. That's cool and everything, but maybe we got to push it a little bit more. I know you're trying. I know you're doing your best, Bitcoin, but we got to push it a little bit more. Not only we got this 118.5 area, there's another little step here, 119, and then this one. And you know, I'm just because we were here and then dropped, I'm cool if we can just get up here about 120. Beautiful, beautiful. Is exactly what we need to do. At least get that one. At least tap that one, and I'm happy. Otherwise, I'll just be backing back up here until ultimately what we got to do is, of course, get our high over here, our all-time high. That means we'd have to make a new all-time high to do it, right? Are we getting close to that? W bottom here. Nice double bottom. Oh! When you zoom out just a little bit and remember where you come from, you kind of say, man, we've been doing quite a bit lately, wouldn't you say? I can't, why aren't you drawing for me? Sorry. Oh, you got to keep the button press. Boomer moment right there. So this was the neckline of the W down here, if you can see that. I've got other lines here. I'm just messing up my chart, mucking them all up. And that's cool. Another way to look at this. Can I get this stuff off of here? Get all that. Hey, wow, reverse button. That's one of my favorite buttons here on TradingView. I use it more than anything. The old reverse button. Hey man, what does this button do? That looks crazy. Okay, well now we know what that button does. I'm going to go to candle bodies right over here. I'm going to drop it down, twerk it like you know I can. Ow, the turkey twerk. My chicken's doing it right over here. Don't look at the chicken. My eye's over here. My eye's right here. My eye's right here, fella. All right, so we look at this little blocks here. Blocks. This box, this red box I've got. And I'm just coming from these candle bodies down to these candle bodies here. I didn't even get this one. I mean, we could include that one if you wanted to. That probably should, but that was the first little fake out. But this is where a lot of the action happened, and most of it happened, well, anyway, towards the mids of it. But we're back into that little box area. That's the big thing. That's the big thing that I like. If we can get over that red line, we're more deep inside that box, and there's no other place that I'd rather be right now than is deep inside some box right now. And just we'll just watch those candles pump and pump away deep inside this box, and that would just be, that's just all we're looking for. That's all we'd like to have happen here on the Saturday night, and just see a big deep green candle go right in that box and just pump and pound away at it. Who's with me on that? Anybody? Yeah, it's not asking for much. We just need a receptive box. That seems to be the only thing that's lacking, a receptive box right there. Can't force your way into the box. No, never force your way into the box. But it's nice when that box invites you inside there. Come on, baby. And we're sitting here trying to figure, well, is that an imitation or not? I can't read the signals. What is it? So you're getting some mixed signals here out of Bitcoin, which most of you fellers are, this is no surprise. All right, so I'm coming down to the 6 minute because it looks a little bit better than that one, because that one just had me all funky. Looking for the bear trap idea, baby. I'm down on the 6 minute where I like to hang out a lot. I don't know why, I just do. It used to be 7 minute, but I thought everybody's at the 7 minute, and I'm gonna go to the 6 minute. That's all it took. No, actually 6 divided, I have 60 minutes and an hour, divided an hour by 10, you get 6. That's my reasoning. 60 in a minute, 60 in an hour, 60, 360 is a circle, 660 is 6 360. Anyway, we're getting into the weird math here. What I like, I want that. It's all about that red line to me, baby. It's all about that red line in 117.3. Let's get back above that. We did it one time. We didn't hold it. Came back and curved around. We made a higher high here. So any doubts about this being a bearish retest are starting to fade now. That was my worst consideration there, that we might bearish retest here and come down. We break back above my trend line, especially above that red line, 17.3. Daddy gonna be very happy. I'm gonna be very satisfied. And I guess we just got a feeling, and you don't trade on feelings, but that's probably what they'll do, given how that they usually run these things on the weekend. So fingers crossed we'll get some upside there, and that's great. But what does this mean for altcoins? Well, hell, altcoins are happy as a pig in the mud right now. Look at this on the 6 minute. Well, let's go down to the bigger time frame because that matters. Right now we're at rejection area right here, the little area we pointed right there, and so this is where we think it can go to. So nailed it. Okay, do that for the algorithm. Are we breaking trend line? We got a nice strong trend there. It's got some wiggle room. It could get rejection here and come down and go sideways, so we might be seeing some give and take out of some of these altcoins right now. Sad to say. I don't think it's a bad thing though. I don't want to lose the non-moving average, but probably will. Probably come tester 21 here. Just saying, it's starting to look like she's wanting to go that way. I'm on the 4 hour right now. This rejection, 786 rejection, Fibonacci area. I mean, hey, it's okay. It's normal. It's normal. The good thing is that we got a trend line here that theoretically, or quite more than theoretically, it looks like it's obviously that it happened. Got a breakout there. Trend lines often like to come down and retest those areas or break out or close to it. So it makes sense that we come back, and that's normal. It's normal. It's nothing unusual. You get used to it. If you get really used to it, you can probably make it part of your plan. You know, you take some profits, and then you know you got a little place to look to get back into that. You know, kind of make it work for you. Ride with the waves. You know what I'm saying? So this is a cautionary area for flags to the upside. I'm just saying. Just saying. Cautionary. Doesn't mean that they can't work, but know what you're looking for. All right, so if we get a breakout, curious to see how that holds. Get past this 886 area over here, 1.05 trillion. We are back at $1.04 trillion, ladies and gentlemen, for our altcoins. You remember us crying? I don't know if you were crying. I was crying about them being down below a trillion. I'm like, oh, this sucks so bad again. Oh, this sucks. Why number is so small again? No, number, no, go big number, big. We like big numbers. Big numbers, beautiful big numbers, but it was little. It's like what she said. Anyway, now we're back where we were, and actually, this on the 1 hour looks kind of. The Ichimoku cloud looked like she looked like she. I don't know if it's safe to be alone in the room with the way that she's looking at. She's looking at. It looked like that's like we're food. She wants to consume it. I mean, not eat price, but it looks like it's going to go up. Wow, that actually look. What are you doing on the 15-minute total 3? What are you doing over here? We come down to the smaller time frame and see if I can get some nitty gritty. You could hold. Okay. Let's keep our eyes on that. Something sneaky going on. Is that the Chinese people, are they buying up all the altcoins tonight? Are they trying to push prices up? Look at what altcoins are doing, man. Look over here on the daily, if you don't mind. We do have a microphone on and everything. That'd be so embarrassing if we didn't. So on the daily, we're up overall about anywhere 3 to 5% on most of these categories, most of these rankings of altcoins there. That's amazing. When you look at the week, how well we done for the week, look at this, 30% in some areas, 15 on average there. How you guys feel about altcoins? Of course, we got talks of altcoin season and whatnot, and you know, we're having an altcoin rally. We're getting close, getting very close this weekend to our secondary low target, which I'm very shocked that we got down here. This is the bottom trend line. Now break this trend line and your boy might be saying, well, gosh darn it, maybe this is going to be an altcoin season. These would be the levels to break to have me to start considering that. The only thing is, if we come back in and get back into it, altcoin's either back, probably over, possibly well over. And it was just a rally. Just a rally. But that's an impressive breakdown for Bitcoin dominance. She did make a lower low there. So we got things going more swinging. Things are swinging more in the favor for altcoins now. I can agree to say that. I still am not ready to say altcoin season. Not quite ready to go that way yet. Let me check out a bigger time frame to. Yeah, not sold on that idea yet when I'm looking at the bigger time frames. But we take what we can get when we can get it, and we getting a gift right now like we got back over here in November. Look at that. We've had it. Look at that. Doesn't feel as good as that one though, does it? Wow, it seems like every little rally that we get like that, it seems smaller as far as portfolio value. So now, so we're down here, and it all depends. We'll get the feeling over this weekend, I think, about what's going to happen here. This is Bitcoin dominance, and we like it when it comes down. That's good for altcoins. But we start coming down and start seeing it. We got all red candles here, or purple candles in my case. When we start getting some lighter ones, that's when she's starting to think about doing something different, right? So following this guy, trend line, starting to break out the trend line, that's the time to, hey man, make sure you got paid in them altcoins, all right? That's your warning sign right here, because we're at areas where that could happen. I thought you said over here. I did say that because that's an area where it would have most likely happened. We just got a little blessing here over this weekend on some of these altcoins. I hope you guys are getting paid. Hope you're getting paid. And even so, I mean, she might come up to an area, more likely she would come back up to this yellow dotted line, because that's kind of a key area there, that 60.5% area. And then we can see maybe the little altcoin rallies continue, but there'll be some give back up there, and there's no guarantee that they would get rejected there, because if she bumps up in here, then we're like, oh damn, I guess altcoin season's over, been canceled again, fellers. But I don't want to see that, but that would be the story there. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a good show for you tonight, I believe. 25 people, you can come over and say hello. I've got a nice long list of some Degen plays. I don't know exactly what they look like, but I got some winners here to go, or some possible ones that could be possible winners. Looking for any kind of setups that we might go there. I'll go through them kind of quickly. And some interesting things that I'm not really in these. Oh, a few in Zora. Oh God, he gave one away. We'll take a look at some of the things that are happening right now too. I'll go over some of those quickly, and let me come over to the chat and see you guys. Hello, people. I assume you're people. Aliens among us. What? I didn't say that out loud. Alve Medina, how's it going? White Wolf. Good to see you guys, man. Thanks for being here. There's Strega, Glittery Marshmallow. Cowbell. We got the cowbell. I think I'm going to start selling cowbells. And a blue dog. Y'all saying something about the title being blue? Are you talking about the letters or something? Ave says, I have a small ding-a-ling. My long ding-a-ling is at the shop. It's always good to have a spare. Can't have too many dinglings. Oh, there's these bouncing and I'm still down, says Strega. John Doe. Crypto. This channel is unique. Well, thank you. We're definitely different. Definitely different. I'm ready for some more tacos. Did you say tacos, Strega? We definitely gotta get them buttons working, Sean. I'm just saying. Did you say tacos? Where are the tacos? Where are the tacos? Where? Ah! And I'm back. Okay. Hit all the buttons. Sometimes I just go through and hit them all. One of them's going to get it at some time, right? John Frisbee says, Why don't we say it that way? Alexar and Ondo. Take a look at those. Let me throw my marker up here too and make it easier. Striga says Bitcoin is mooning for the full moon. This microphone. Maybe that'll do it. I feel like I get it too close to my mouth to make it sound right in my ears. I mean, Medina says, no worries, you're watching the turkey do live TA, but your mom still respects you. That's the most important part. Bro, Brav, what's going on? K Diggity. Shout out to all you guys. Oh, wait, have we had an altcoin season in the summer? We had I remember a DeFi season. I missed out on it, but when I started studying all this stuff more seriously, I remember my mentors. Yeah, DeFi was awesome. We made a killing. Oh, and I'm like, oh man, I felt like I missed it all. Turns out they say that for the least little bit. Anytime we get any kind of pump, that the next week follows you when you listen to the mentors, especially the ones that got something to sell. Like, we made a killing. We nailed it. We killed it. Oh, we made so much money. So much money. You'd think we're buying yachts like every 2 weeks or something crazy like that. Anyway. But in real life, Full Moon FM, Full Moon is new on Chronos. Road Dog getting gobbling at the moon. Haven says, I want some spinach dip now. All right. So it looks like Total 3 might be getting a little... She's doing good. She's doing good. She's doing good. It looks like we're taking a little chill break here, trying to figure out if we're going to make another run for that level over here. We just got handed. It's got handed to us. I'm going to say it's a good chance, even if we come down for a little bit. Was it the 4 hour? You know, if I had to speculate, if we lose the 9 moving average, that's an if because we haven't yet. But if we did. I don't know. I mean, I would think that by tomorrow night, that they would be trying to run us up and trying to get people to chase. They like to try to get you to chase the altcoins, and maybe they've already got us to chase. But still, we got to break out. This is positive for altcoins. It's good. It's good. But we do need to tackle this high over here. We got to knock out a higher high, or it's not as good as we'd hoped, right? If we don't get that higher high, at best that we could hope for is that we just kind of range and up and down like a little yo-yo, and that's not fun. We like up. Up is good. All right, I'm going to take a look at a few coins. Here's one called Taobot. I'm not familiar with it, but it's supposed to be a DEX on Tau, is what I'm told. And I'm trying to find you. Is it? Oh, are you that rare that you're just on Ethereum? I mean, just on. So you have to go to Uniswap, and it's an Ethereum coin. Looks like. We'll take a quick look at it. I just want to see how it's doing. How are you faring? Let's zoom out and look at you. All right, all right. So this one's like 51 cents. It's available. You would want to, if you were interested in this, like go to CoinGecko and get the contract address. Make sure you get the right one. Sometimes, or if you haven't noticed, there's copycat coins out there, and I got caught up on that too. I was trying to go for a certain meme coin on Solana, man, and I thought I had the right one. I was almost sure I had the right one. And like half of it went into the right one, and half the money went into the one that wasn't, and then it was gone. So you got to be careful with all that. So you want the right contract address for anything that's on the DEXs that aren't yet on the centralized exchanges. Nice little trend line here. Might be turning into something. It's early on it. What's the deal on you? Let's find out tokenomics on Taobot. But I've been hearing about this one. I put Toadbot. Toadbot. There's your meme coin right there. Hey, it could be a the first meme coin on Taobot is Toad. Oh, well, that might actually happen now. Okay, so this is it. Taobot. let's find out what the hell we're talking about here. So this one's got a $48 million market cap, so we're still small market cap. That's cool. It's got 100 million coins, so not in the trillions. And unfortunately, I can't see what the hell. I heard it was the exchange. Is it right? The ultimate bit tensor solution for bit tensor. It's for that. Connect the wallet. Which wallet would you be using? Because I got the bit tensor. Can you do that? Okay, well, that's interesting. I might have to try that later. So you can keep it for. Okay, well, what do you got? What do you offer over here? We want to swap, right? What coin? What? No tokens found. Well, if we're going to swap for something, you got to have something there, right? It looks interesting. What it may be new. They got stake Tau and Tau. Looks like is what they got so far. So that seems to be, but I guess they're getting a DEX over there. Interesting early idea. Not bad. I mean, that looks pretty decent. All right. Then I'm checking out one called Black. These are some decentralized exchange tokens, and I think Alex Becker was talking about these earlier, and I wanted to take a look at them. This is called Black Hole. It's over on MEXC. What do you look like? Oh my gosh, what happened to you? I'm on the weekly. Yeah, I got something that can help you out, buddy. Right here. There we go. That's problem solved. All right, so this doesn't work immediately when we do this, but you know, we got to give it maybe anywhere from 30 minutes to about 4 hours. We're on the 3-day chart here where we're taking it. We'll have to see here, but we should start seeing something out of this, right? We'll hope. Oh, there's something. What's that? Oh, that perked you. This is Black Hole. What's the deal with you again? What's your tokenomic? Black. This is Black is the ticker. It's 70, almost 72 cents. $85 million market cap, so still small market cap. It's got room to grow. So I would expect at least a 10x for something in here. I would expect. Doesn't mean you get it, but at least a 5 to 10x on something in that category. And used to, the comment was expected a lot more than that. This one's Avalanche contract, Black Hole XYZ. Okay, I think this was the DEX on Avalanche is what it was. 119 million total supply. Maximum supply has got an infinity sign, so they may not have a fixed total supply there. Circulating supply is almost what's out. 119 million. So that's not bad. Take a look at it and see what. Oh, snap! What is that? That looks like a big black hole. Launched the Black Hole app. What all you got over here? Well, they got a lot more selection over here. I'm just saying. So this is a DEX that's over on Avalanche, so that one might be interesting. Now I got to close some of these windows. I'm not going to do this with all the other ones I'm looking for. These are just some that might be worth putting on the radar. This is interesting. This is a falling formation, or a falling wedge, if you like. If you want to draw it that way, you can. That would qualify. And we are probably about 75% from the apex, so it's that perfect area to start trying to look for a breakout. And basically, without going too far, and well, I'm just going to fib it out for the measure move on this one, and we'll be looking for this target here. Is it worth it? Is there a play there? Let's find out. That's $1.54. That's a 2x, right? From a breakout. Or if you Degen get in early, I'm not recommending anybody do that, but yeah, that would be about a 100x. So something to watch here if you're looking for a play on that nature. I don't know. It does have a red dot here right now, so it suggests that she might be coming down for a little bit. So Black. All right, so here's one. If you in Arrow, you're probably happy because Aerodrome's been doing pretty gosh darn good today. Look at that. We're at our, is this our trade idea or something? We posted a trade on this one. I'm in this one, I know. So 132 is our target though. But that's crazy, Road Dog. You're putting your targets right too high. Yet here we are, headed toward 132, toward that 50%. That 50% there. Risk to reward was only 3 on 4-to-1. That's not too much to ask for. That's 69% gains. That's why that's nothing out of the ordinary. That was nice. So what happened here? We started making a rising channel, which is bearish. What happened with the rising channel? The reason that we're doing that, this is getting my nerves. I want to move it over. What happened with this? This is the teaching moment of our show here. What should I look for, man? What you're asking that question? Yeah, a trend line. It starts deviating within this pattern. This channel, just a simple channel. Everybody's trying to figure out where a head and shoulder or a flag is, or this or that, and all this other stuff. And that's fine. That's fine. How many of them flags over here to the upside and it went up there though? But anyway, the channel said, "Hey man, you're in the channel, man. Chill." All right, but here was the key. Here is a key takeaway. Even here, we're following this, right? Lost that guy, but what happened for the bottom? It didn't come all the way back to our original line. It went higher, right? We started bouncing and making a W pattern here. Got past some other areas that we're looking for that just said, yeah, baby. Got past moving averages that says, yeah, baby. We're starting getting some good positive signs. But one of the things that clues me in is the fact that we didn't come all the way back down here to touch that. In other words, there's a slight curving going on. And when you have this, when you got the curving, that's when you get the big one of these little parabolic moves as part of a bigger parabolic move. Not that this is going to keep going straight up forever. No, but it's part of a bigger move, like on a bigger time frame, just part of a bigger sweep. I mean, believe it or not, but we're headed up to almost $2, and actually, for what we did here, I mean, our goal is to come back up to 233 and see if we can break past there. But that's really the mission, just how well we doing on it. So Aerodrome doing good. Another take profit area at 132. One after that's going to be at $1.56. Although I don't expect her to get past 132 at the present moment. That's why we got our targets up there. 69% gains for that idea there. Keeping doing good. Ethereum. Get to a look at you on Coinbase. Look at you. Oh, you have $4,270. Yeah, sounds crazy when I put these trend lines there, and you're like, that's crazy, road dog. When we're sitting back over here in these areas, you know, like 26, and everybody. This is where this freaked a lot of people out. Everybody got bullish on Ethereum when it came up to here, right? And this freaked everybody out. That played everybody. There were definitely flags to the upside. A lot of you little flag chasing gurus got caught up in that one, and then got a little bit sour on it. But it flushed out and then broke that area. And wow, look at you go, Ethereum. Amazing. My little Ethereum bag's getting bigger on that one. When we're in an uptrend, I mean, you can do this on spot, but you can do it a little lot quicker on spot margin. Is that when you're in an uptrend, and you can recycle this stuff in, you can actually grow your position size and grow your bag bigger a lot easier on the way up. So you start with a little bit of Ethereum, and it can double and triple the bag size on the way up. So we got some work to do down here. It's still got some stuff it's got to figure out, but that's a dang good move. And bearish megaphone pattern that we are trying to break to the upside. Now this is a bearish pattern. If it breaks up, it's to go to the moon. It's to go parabolic. That's what's said and what's expected. But what's also in real life is that a lot of times these things break up but they come back in, and then, well, then that party's over, and then we say, hello, bottom of the trend line. Haven't seen you in a while. Just saying, it can happen. Don't let's not get too crazy here, but that is a nice parabola. That's a gorgeous parabola. That's just gorgeous. I like it. I'm on the daily respecting that. But where could we be going? If we're going to continue up, and we a little bit, where we might likely be rejected from here. Tommy, would you like to come to the chalkboard and show us what your answer is? Okay. Oh snap, we got you back here. I thought I got to zoom out more, don't I? I'll tell you what, since we've already went through all this stuff over here, I think we're gonna... Oh no, you erased it. For the local pattern. Well, hey, let me check one little thing here before we go commit to that. Okay. So we should start seeing some resistance here about 4505. We might actually get up higher than that, but that 4,900 sounds crazy right now, but $4,900 would be the pivot point that I'm kind of targeting for that right now. If we can manage to just stay above that level right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The pattern that we were in, if you're looking at patterns here, these little guys are continuation patterns. This one has a... Are you right? For real? No, that's... Thought I had a statistic there for you, but apparently I've even forgot that statistic. No, that's you. That's 64. Yes, 64% chance to break to the upside. It is coming from the bottom, so that could be technically a continuation pattern if you want to read it that way. Personally, I like looking for the bigger picture of things, and I would look at this trend line. Bear trap, baby says we're getting ready to go to the moon. That would have been a nice little area. 2200, that would have been the signal. Just following the trend lines. Hey man, something good's going to happen here. Nice, nice, nice. I likes it. We likes it. We likes it. Can we get anything from here? Of course we can. You know we can. So all my other lines translate. They just go to the 886 and the 0.0. See how that works? That lined up beautifully. I got a lot of that makes me have more confidence that 4,500 next target. Gosh darn it. Who shortened Ethereum? Who took that short one? All right, so apart from this, we also got Solana, and then after, I'm going to look at Solana, I'm going to take a quick look at Ton, then I'm going to get into some Degen coins. And they're very Degen-y. 28 people hanging out. Hello? Yeah? No, I did that. I already did that. No, yeah, I closed the lid. No, that's outside. Oh. You know we're live right now, right? What are you wearing? Yeah. No? Okay. Orange jumpsuit? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, all right. We're back. Taking a look at Solana over here. We're up to 182. Gorgeous. We're also at an area of resistance there at that trend line. We're bumping our... Oh, I just moved it back up there. I was trying to move this. That's not what I'm trying to move. I'm trying to move this. Get on here. This. Ah, the way you do that time. So see, we're kind of bumping our head right up there. Might get rejected there, come back down, and and then go for it again. Or if you're going to go balls to the wall, bust through the wall like the DEA or something like that. Well, that could be very bullish. I'm not expecting it to do that, especially with the volume I'm seeing here. Maybe I'll be surprised. I'll make an argument that the 100 moving average is starting to curve around like duck lips. You guys know what duck lips are, right? Moving averages. Well, it kind of looks like duck lips. That's what I call it. Kind of looks like they should cross, but they don't. They go, Yeah, it kind of looks like it's that on the 200, and looks like the red one's trying to cross. That's bullish. I wish you luck on your endeavor. So we're watching this, and the only thing that I can really do and suggest anybody else is just follow this trend line. Break that trend line, you got something to do. And we got squeezing trend lines. We're above one and we're below the other. And if we do get up here, I gotta say that looks like we're headed toward 198, 205, those areas for Solana. and I would expect that it would come rather quickly. Wow. The other option on Solana is if we get rejected there, which would be a little bit normal and a little bit more healthy, to be honest with you, I think. That's just me thinking out loud, though. And if that does happen, well, I mean, not too bad. Maybe come back to 170, retest the area over here, the neckline, and then go for it. I would like that better, rather than having to get some big strong ass move and then been driven all the way back down again just to retest these things again. But that's just me talking. All right, so also taking a look at Ton. Ton, I do think is going to be a contender in the crypto space. Have you guys? I mean, our group is on Telegram. Our Telegram group, right? That's why I call it a Telegram group, silly. Okay, but have you guys been playing around with the wallet feature over there? They got you have a wallet now on Telegram app. So that feature is up and running. I mean, think about how useful that is and will be. And they've had bots running over there. Telegram is a bitchin' app. I'm not so big on Discord. I'm just not. But Telegram, I can see that one growing a lot. And the fact now that you can do your stable coin and all that, hold it over there. And I think they got meme coins and they're building out that ecosystem. But the fact that they got stablecoin over there and how many people use Telegram and the privacy of it is what's so cool about it. Easy way to transact there. And I think PayPal USD, I think I'm right on this. Pi USD, I think they're doing something over there too. That's cool. So working with PayPal, I don't know for sure. I'm trying to recollect from all the stuff that I ingest every day that I'm seeing, that I'm reading. But I think that's true. So this is Ton coming up to 350 resistance area. She could be getting back into a trend line, meaning this could qualify as a bear trap idea, and we could just be on our happy ass little merry way on one of these patterns, which looks stupid when you say, yeah, you trend lines are too big, it's too big of a move. 419, 420. Actually, yeah, that was coming. So Ton seems to be like it's going to 420 for Ton here. 420 for Ton. Okay, Sean. Just saying. That is my prediction. We have predicted the Ton. We'll make it official. We're gonna make it official. We called it, man. No, we just kills me when people do that. It just kills me. Anyway.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
All right. He didn't give me that time. I knew he was coming there. All right, so it is my official prediction. We're going to hit 420 for Ton. 420 for Ton. We're going to write it in stone. We're going to write it in stone, he says again. Ton shall hit 420. Then I will also. As it is written, so shall it be. When 420 hits. Well, it's going to be the same for me. All right. Let's check out some Degen coins, man. Who needs some milk? This is milk. There's two of them here. Are they the same thing? I think it's Milky Way. Check it out on KuCoin. She is in the little J-hook formation down here. I just call it that because that's what it looks like. I think other people do that. She's in the bottom area here. I like it. Okay, something to look at, something to follow. I mean, I'm not in this. I'm not saying anybody should get in this. We're just looking at charts. That's all we're doing. We're just looking at charts and seeing if there is anything that looks potential over here. This one's starting to get some attention. I don't even know what the hell it is. Milky Way, but we're at bottoms. And we're going to just mark out some areas here real quick on this one. We're going to be snappy about it. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep you hearing. No teaching moments here. I'm keeping all those secrets to myself. There. What do you think about that? Oh, man, you right the area, dude. You're right the area. Okay. So technically beneath this area is the good old time to accumulate it. So it's still meaning that it's still early. All right. And so and you can go to 8 cents from here. All right. I don't really care about that area so much. Are you worth looking at, playing, doing anything with? I gotta get all my lines labeled here. It takes just a second. I mean, we could just throw it in a triangle, add a stick to it, and call it to the upside, but we just like to be a little bit more articulate here at this channel and not as sloppy with those ideas there. Of course, there would be an area over here around 70 cents, but I'm looking for or 7 cents, but I'm looking for that juicy come up. You trying to do something? Can you get up there 30, 40% gains? 55 up to that area, maybe a little something there. I like this. I like what I'm seeing so far, but still in the early stages. No more once you get past 6 cents there, but keep our eye on the Milky Way. All right. What we're looking at right now, for those that don't know, the Milky Way, these are the moonshots. That one came out 2 days ago over here on Tokenmetrics. We're just taking a look at it. The next one we're going to take a look at is Soon, then RWA, and then I'm going to take a look at Axel Arnando. So we're going to take a look at Soon. Mexi's got... Oh, snap! Look at you! Oh, talk about chasing. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to project a flag to the upside. Wait till it comes down and touches the 21. You notice when they do that a lot of time, and then the flag just keeps getting there. Bigger flag. Until eventually... eventually they were right. Alright, so that's quite a come up from down here in these areas, man. About 18, 20 cents up to 50. That's pretty good. Where are you at? You're 786, that's right. Yeah, that's where you're at. Cool. So a great place for her to take a little break, take a little breather from that. I would expect a 50% retracement from that. You might even get a full 618 from this, to be honest with you. So this one's definitely up to way too high. So Soon, I guess it already moonshotted. This is the 1 hour candle. When did they put that out? I think it's only been out for about one or 2 days. When did you guys put that out? 1 day. Well, that one exploded prematurely. That's impressive. That's all I can say about that one. Ain't no way in hell I'm getting in right up here. I don't want to buy no top. Who the hell wants to buy a top? Money, even if it still goes, that's too high, man. All right, so that one's out of the question there. RWA was the next one. Rug World Assets. Is that what I'm looking at? Rug World? Is that what it says? Or is that the right one? What the hell? Then you got something else over here. I'm going with the one that's on KuCoin. 13 cents. Zooming out. Okay. At a bottom area. Can't bitch about that. Okay. And this one could see all this area that we lost over here and over here about 8-9 cents. That's what we could expect to recover from a setup like this. And it doesn't mean it happens instantly or anything like that. Yeah, okay. Well, you got something going on. That could be a 5x though. I would definitely find out a little bit more about this coin, see what it does. Now, as far as what it's doing price action wise, I mean, I like this so far, but it looks like you might be flirting with losing that. It's got some wiggle room. It does have some wiggle room, and we'll just go ahead and put our ruin effect and go from candle body to candle body. Even we, you know, we got a new one. We had some wicks there. Lose that trend line, and it can. Coming down about the 1 penny area. It's at 1.3 cents right now. Well, risky. Kind of risky. I don't even know anything about it, but that was the moonshot. Take a look at AXL. Axelar. Trying to find an exchange that maybe I've used before. Here's one. We just make C. Oh, she is down, right? Wow. This is the futures. See if we can find another chart. I can get it here without the volume, so we can actually see what's been going on with it for a while. And you can see this one peaked down about 273. That's why I wanted to bring this one up. This one goes back a little bit further. This was last year, Axelar. And now she's all the way back down to the bottoms. 30, 31, 10, 28, 30. Looks like it's the bottom there. We're at 36 right now. I like this one. It's the Cosmos ecosystem play. And I think that it can get back to some really good numbers. We're seeing some of these altcoins at the very bottoms. And there's a couple of ways that people are looking at this. You're either looking at it as opportunity, or you're thinking that coin's dead, there ain't nothing going to happen with it, I want to put my money in something that's already going, I ain't going to take a chance on this thing, there's only so many months left in the bull market, I can't see how this one can possibly do anything, look, it's dead, nobody cares about it, whatever excuses and everything. But more often than not, when you see these things, even now at this point in time, when we think that the cycle should be theoretically getting close to ending, we can get a crap ton of movement out of this stuff, man. That took 130 days from the very bottom to get to the very top there. Wow, that puts us right toward the end of this year. Isn't that crazy? To do the same thing, to get the same price action that it did there, which was pretty gosh darn impressive to do 600%. I'm just saying. Axelar, anywhere below 84 cents seems to be a good place to have this little guy. That's where the smart money would be buying. I can use big words too, smart money. And scale this little idea down right here to Axelar. Whoops. I seem to have moved the wrong thing there. There we go. And currently, anywhere below 47 cents is a sweet spot to get this little thing. She hasn't left this area since March when she got down here, except for that one day at Bandcamp when she went up to 60 cents, blew everybody's mind, and then came back, and it's only half of what she was worth before at 32 cents there. Nice trend line that we're really close to, and to me, that just, I like all that. That's what I like. 4 hour, help us out during this weekend. Moving averages have flipped bullish, actually. Even the bigger ones I'm looking at, nice little W bottom shaped here. That's beautiful. Looks like she is right at retest area for this double bottom. So there's an entry. There's all kinds of little entry areas down through here for anybody wanting to add to a position or even get into this one. 36 cents. Taking this play up to 46 cents, 32% gains. taking it up to our 84-cent target. 138% on spot, just buying it straight. $100 here, I get to sell it for $238, $240 there if I wanted to. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. But imagine this. We got this little sweet target that's somewhere over the next, I don't know, let's say 6 to 8 weeks maybe. $100 might turn into about $400. Not bad for 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, you gotta be patient for it and everything, right? If we're talking about $1,000, you'd be taking $1,000, turn it into about $4,000. Not bad. Maybe even higher. Maybe it goes crazy. That was just me being kind of conservative, just coming up to the little 618 area there. Hey, Jim, I don't come back to the chart, the chat real quick. It says I sell for profits and it keeps going up. I'm blaming Sean. I think that's something I fight through, is that seller's remorse. I think that, and I don't think I'm the only one, I think it's a common thing, but if you got a good position open, spot trade or whatever, you know, a position you've had for a while, you get attached to that. You've been nurturing that little position, building it, adding to it, subtracting from it a little bit here, there, whatever. But when it comes time to, when you need to actually, it's profit taking time, you get the seller's remorse. You're like, now I don't have a big as bag as I did, and you're seeing it still go up a little bit. Like, if I only hadn't sold, I would be here. And we just got to come to this knowing that we're going to have those moments, and that's part of it. But it doesn't, even hearing somebody say that doesn't make it any better. It's like you still feel that way. It's, I'm not part of that winning trading, especially if you get out of position all the way, right? If you sell it all, then it goes up. Oh, that's the worst. And you're like, I'm not in that winning trade anymore, man. Oh, and that lead, what for people new to this market or don't have control of their emotions or, you know, a good handle on this stuff yet. And I think all of us fall in this category at some point. But it's like at the first chance you get to buy in cheaper. Oh, even it's like 25 cents cheaper, and like, yeah, I bought a quarter cheaper. Yeah, I locked that quarter in. Yeah, or something. It comes down just a little bit, and we're like, jump back in like a junkie. Makes us buy back in too soon, and that can work if we still go up on a strong trend, but. You know, strong trends aren't here all the time, right? So most of the time that doesn't work, and then you're like, oh man, and then you come back down, you're like, and it gets to the place where if you just waited, then you really could accrue that back, right? We've all got those stories like that. That's part of the experience and everything, but part of the ride. Not saying that anybody did that, but I suspect I've done it. I've done it a lot. That's kind of reminds me on all these parabolic moves, because I'll say that a lot, man, because this is one of the things, man, that little thing to get you enticed. And not only that, but you've always got these flag people out there. There's always going to be flag pushers. I don't know why that is, but there's always somebody out there peddling some kind of flag idea, whether it's up here, down here, wherever. Then it doesn't work out, and then okay, then we're here. It's several different combinations, but still a flag until then it becomes something else, and before you know it, it's all over. So trend lines are your best friends when the moves are going up, but it's they go up nice, and then they have to reaccumulate all over again. And sometimes it's nasty, like this one was. And that was nice, 269. That was just that was a year ago, 1 year ago. No wonder my bags look so much different now than they did a year ago. Jeez, some of these little boogers are still way down. I gotta tell you, back around this time, it makes me wish that I just, even if I just sold half of everything, but I wish I'd sold everything. Hindsight. Wow. I probably would have done something else stupid. We just make stupid decisions sometimes. I was over in the chat and then somehow I'm not, but I was supposed to go look at Ondo, so I'm going to knock that out real quick. I found out, and it took a little bit of research to find this out, but if you're over here and you're trying to bring up the Ondo chart, if you type in Ordo instead of Ondo, it will not bring up the Ondo chart. I don't know if you've known that or not, but I just thought I'd mention it as we were doing all this. All right, the more you learn, the more you know, right? Okay, just... Does he ever shut up? I rarely ever talk in real life. It's only when I get here on this camera that I just go non-stop for 2 hours. It's the weirdest thing I've ever thought of in my life. Looking for a channel idea, I just don't have a solid touch there. We do have a deviation from it, and I'm like, I like that. That's sexy. Not only do we have a deviation, it's got an angle. Man, when I can put some angle on my dangle, oh, it's going to be a good day. That's what I like, man. That's telling me, hey, man, this is a good, strong trend line. There's probably a top to it somewhere. Some other angle around here that it... Oh, snap, there we are. Oh, you told us a long time ago about that angle. We're just now figuring it out down here, and that is true. That is true. If you caught what I said there, that is true. And you can work some cool magic tricks that way. All right. So that's one idea. This is a little bit outside the traditional norm, so I'm just going to put him over there in a little dotted line there. But for Ondo, current run that we're at right now, before I do that, I got a little ahead of myself. I kind of see what it is, but I need to be on my toes out and then see where you come down to, what you were doing there. That's odd. Okay. That does make me look at you just a wee bit different, but that's okay, honey. We're good. We lost at 618. Didn't quite touch the 786 fibs, so she didn't respect the fibs as perfectly as I would like, so I take note of that. That's cool. Checking this fib, and I look back, and it seems to be lining up pretty gosh darn good. It's respecting the fib on this one. Funny how it didn't know it was respecting the fib levels over here because they weren't there until we actually came down to the bounce part. When you look back and see how these fibs find these areas, retrospectively, it just blows my mind. It's crazy. Crazy how that works. All based on ratio. It's just crazy. Anyway, before we go down that mystical rabbit hole, and probably won't, retest of that area at 26 is cool, but man, $35 is really the main target we gotta go with there. This is actually a 618. And this whole little zone right, and technically right up here to the 86, all three of these areas, but when we start getting to 35, it'll start being, that will be the pay zone right here. All three of these targets are great targets. So I'd expect price to go up there and then of course get a little rejection and then hopefully continue up. But what a great place to get paid for on... Wait a minute, we're at Ondo Insert. I'm on the wrong one. This is not Ondo Coin, my bad. Well, that sucks. This is, what the hell? Ondo InsurTech, where are we on a stock or something? It says crypto, dude. I'm sorry, I got on the wrong gosh darn one. Ondo Tether Binance. Okay, it's at $1.04. That chart's not very long. How about KuCoin? I don't know what happened there. Okay, but we've already got some. We've already. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Got on something totally different there. All right, nice. I like that. That looks good. Higher lows, we got that. We got some measure moves, or I got some targets there. 118, 125 is a measure move, and then from this move that we got here, do it without the fibs. You're looking at 141 right there. So that's a great possible target right there. That's what I would be going with. Doesn't mean you have to. So, man, that's way too far up, and I'll be saying, hey man, nah, not too far up. Not if we're in a nice little rising channel. Wow, that's just wide open spaces right up there, ladies and gentlemen. Wide open spaces. But you don't see that inverted head and shoulders. I don't see that inverted head and shoulders because it's not there yet. Get up here, we talk about it. There's one down here. I went up and gave it all back. There's one down here. That one did okay. I kind of like to see deal with what we got. We got a higher low. Needs to knock out a higher high. And that would be about 125. Go do it, baby. Go get that 125 here, Hondo. That sounds crazy because I remember this one fighting for 60 cents. I remember it down here. Yeah, it was. It fought at some of these areas. Yeah, 60 cents. It was fighting for those areas. Let me come back to the chat. Maybe we need a smoke break, Road Dog. You think so? Do we? We don't do that right here, though. Sean? They got me these props, though. They're kind of cool. So how they show me how to do this is like, if I ever want to fool you guys to make you think that I'm smoking or something, I like behind the scenes, I go to the prop thing. What's the name of it? I can't make it up. And then I get it like as a big cigarette, you know. And now, Carol. That was $68 at the Magical Head Shop. They weren't giving out any head there. I was looking. Shoulders, arms, elbows. They didn't have any of that stuff, prop stuff there. Justin X says Bitcoin is pumping. I thought it said pumpkin for a minute. We're at 118.30. Did we get? Oh, we got back up there, baby. Oh yes, Daddy getting paid so bad. Oh, darling, you made me happy. That'd be crazy that we're going back up to that trend line. That's awesome, Bitcoin. You were starting to make me wonder if you had it in you. I was starting to get a little bearish there. But on the 24 minutes, she was starting to say, but yeah, I feel like I'm up to something here on that 200 moving average. And it was this one that made me start to change my tune. But until I actually saw this chart, I was leaning like, oh, she looking weak. Nice surprise out of Bitcoin right there. That means my longs are happy, baby. My longs, my lovely, lovely longs. So nice. So what does this mean when we kind of zoom out and see what Bitcoin is doing? Trend line, we broke out. We retested that mofo. We couldn't figure out what was going on over here, right? Breakout, and then that was it. That was the dang good retest. A retest with a 200 moving average, man. Dang, that's good. Ichimoku Cloud looks healthy. That's a good move. This is a good move. What are you're the 800? Oh, it's 800. It's not in the 200. It was the 800 on the 1 hour. That's just as good. It's just even better. But your 200's still way down here. Alright, so breaking the trend line retest, so that means that we should be going toward 120 over the next couple of days here then. So Saturday night, the China, you little sneaky dogs, you little Chinese millionaires over there, Chinese VC people. VC as in not Viet Cong, that's not even China. VC, I didn't. Just walk yourself into the bullcrap, Road Dog. Just do it. Venture capitalists. Beautiful move out of Bitcoin's what we're watching right now, ladies and gentlemen. Try not to move too quickly to scare it. We don't want to make it go the other way like a scared rabbit, but so far things are looking kind of spicy. Trend lines are being respected. It gives us rising calls to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. I suggest that we do. Bitcoin! It's only on a small time frame, but I'll take it as a rocket ship. Go Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, normally my show has recently been brought to you by Good Ass Coffee, but seeing how that really does keep me up all freaking night and just ruins my whole lifestyle, I'm back to drinking Skittle water, so no Good Ass Coffee tonight, man. That would hit the spot though. All right. I'm coming down to the tiny bitty 3-minute right here, and I think we just 2-7'd out right here. We got up into our little areas of, hold on, brother. You went up too fast too soon. You need to chill. I would expect a little bit of a pullback here, and then try to continue on to our 119,900 target. That's nice. Pleasantly surprised, but what would be even better is to see something equally effective over here on the total 3. Nice, baby, nice. So altcoins are going right up with Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying? We're just all one big happy family over here. I need to track you from underneath. Hold on, it won't hurt too bad. Just tickle a little. You'll like it. You'll learn to like it. All right. Well, we can't bitch about number go up, can we? Can we? We got a party going on. Badass copyright. Pass, bro. Bitthorn. And what with the Bitcoin dominance now? She must be going down, right? Oh, snapdragons. What happened on the tiny ass time frame? Oh, did you bounce? I'm not crazy about that. We weren't liking that. That's what we didn't want to see. Not happy about that. That kind of sucks a little bit. I'm just saying. I mean, it's an error. We expect that. That whatever. It can come up and then roll over. It need to. But man, what if it comes all the way up here though? And roll over. This part will not be fun for altcoins right there. So same time frame, just a lot less movement here. So even though we're getting a push up for altcoins, it's there, and that still looks bullish. It still looks good. I think it's just going to have to fight harder because we're having to swim upstream here, right? So as much as Bitcoin dominance is starting to go up, I mean, total 3 is going up with it, just not quite to the same effect there. We need Bitcoin dominance to go down when we want to see a good altcoin run. So we just had one. It's probably still a good time to take some profit on some of these altcoins. I'm just saying. They're at resistance or anything like that. I want to take a look at Zora. Why not? Zora. So we got Bitcoin dominance starting to go up, and we got Zora starting to come down. Coincidence or not? Tell me in the comments below. Swing high, swing low, tell me. There we are. So 886. Yeah, so it's kind of written in the fibs, you know, that hey, we all have our time at some time. Today happens to be your time. I want to help you kind of make that transition here. So let's see if we can interpret this just by all the fibs and what price action is doing, even though not really broken any rules yet. Everything still looks scrumptious. The warning signs are that there's that reversal area fibs, and it's making a rising channel, which they're bearish, people. Does that mean, so you're saying it's definitely coming down? I'm saying it should that's what we should normally expect. That's the normal expectations. That's what you expect most of the time. You're usually pretty comfortable with that. However, just depending on how bullish this little sucker might be, if she does do the opposite, hold on. It can be a doozy. And we'll probably see these areas up here around 12 cents out of Zora. This is just, it's just suspect, but and the bearish should break down. Doesn't mean it has to. Ichimoku Cloud saying, baby, I'm about to take you on the wildest ride forever. Non-moving average is saying, yeah, baby, I know you like it 9. You're like it 9 deep in there. Keep on riding it. 5 moving averages right there. It's okay, baby. I'm working twice as hard for you. We're actually just riding the 5 moving average there. That's good. That's strong. Can't bitch about that on the 2 hour for Zora. Other than this doji candle. Figure out your life here, Zora. Come on. Touch grass. Do what you got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, the turkey totally went speechless there. That's rare that happens. Take a look at AIOZ. Well, that's it. It's a flag to the upside. This is what AIOZ looks like on the bigger picture thing. Kind of interesting, right? While we're coming up to our 236 Fibby area. We're at juicy bottom territory. Imagine if we build a bag down here in this area and sold it over here at 88 cents. And we had a $100 bag of it and sold it for $2.24 when we got up there. That's cool. Okay. What if it went to $1.48 though, and we bought it down here at 40 cents? That $100 would be worth about $366. Not bad. I see a lot of resistance coming in though. Right up here in this area, about 70 cents. Let's see what happens to AIOZ. All right, I'm going to take a look at the Degen coin. This is Siren. I think it's a meme coin. I don't know what it is. I just know that it's doing this right now, and anybody who was in it when it was down here are like, man, I put $100 in this thing. Now it's worth $188. Wow. And somebody else would be like, dude, you're a genius. Will you trade for me? I'll send you the money. All right. High to low. Nice. Yeah, it looks like you need to be making it up here to the 618, says the chart. Not the time to get in on this one, but if you are in it, if she does decide to squeeze out a few more notches here, 14 cents, and then that 17 cent area looks really good. There's another a coin called Clanker. There's another coin called Clanker. Some of these are saying token bot. Yeah, that's it. $65. Look at that. I've never even heard of this one before today. I just happened to see it over on Crypto Bubbles. And it's got to have some decent tokenomics behind it to be at that price, I would think. Called Token Bot. It's this, oh, it's still small market cap, $66. Okay, so it's still new. It's got 1 million circulating supply, 1 million maximum supply, small number of tokens, $66. It can be, ooh, this one can do some stuff. You might see this one at 5. This one might, yeah, 600. It could do some impressive numbers. That's why I like smaller numbers on maximum supply, and I don't like the ones that go into the multiple billions or trillions of dollars, man. These guys can move in numbers. When they get billions and billions of coins, it takes too much quantity to move them. It doesn't take as much to move this guy. It's an autonomous agent for deploying tokens. Currently, users may request Clanker to deploy an ERC20 token on base by tagging it at Clanker on Farcaster. I know nothing about all that stuff, but no secure connection there. Token bot. Okay. Interesting. Formations. That's cool. You got this little area right here that we kind of just got over right through here. I like the diagonals. I'm a diagonal type of guy. This one looks interesting to me. I think she need to be pulling back. We're going to put this one. I mean, she's at areas where she need to figure out what she's going to do with her life. She's at areas where she need to start chilling out. She might get higher. She might get higher, but too high to get in on this one and make a play, in my personal opinion. But if we were trying to figure out where she's going, well. She do be getting tricky, I say that. She hit one. Let's see if she can hit $72 and see what happens from there on this one. DIA. Nice. Oh, look. We were doing an AB, take profit, AB equals CD. I haven't looked at this one in a minute. Look how beautiful our targets did. This was our 236 area, which we did finally come up and nail while we have it. Oh, yeah, it's been a minute on this one. DIA. She did her little butt crack. We had her little pattern with a type 2 return, and then we come up here. This area over here would have been the target, about 120, by the way. Curlio. Well, that one's having a good day. That's why it's on our radar. So she's back up here in these areas, 94 cents. We looked at it here, so it can get up 121%. So crazy. Now, I'm just going to do this the easy way. Next target I'm looking for up to 158 from this area. So from these areas down here, it's up 138%. From there to our next target be 300%. From where we are now to that target over here is about 70%. DIA, I'm not even in this one, but she's in her own accumulation zones, right? And right now, I know it sounds crazy, but we've got trend lines like this that point to, wow, there's a lot of room to grow there. So we can see this one start hitting $2 and a little over $2 not long, and that's pretty normal for this one. It's done it before last cycle and everything else. Early in the cycle, I do remember seeing it down here, probably around the same prices. It got it down as low as 25 cents there back in 2023. But I've also seen this one get up here. Look at these prices that even got up as high as $5 there. But this area right around $2 was where it would stay a lot. So we know they would at least get back up through there and hang out. I think this one, best I remember, this was an oracle. Take a look at Hash AI, because it's had a pretty decent day today. On the daily chart for this one, still in bottom areas here when we look at it. Up here at, what is that, 0.0023 was the high. We're at 0.0005. That means to get all the way back up there is 300%. And that's over how long? 8 months? I mean, I guess that's okay. Sounds like this one's got a shit ton of tokens. That's what it sounds like. Is that true? Is that true? Should we look? It's got a $50 million market cap and 100 million tokens. No. So I think the next target to be looking for is 0.00012. She gets out of this little zone from here and hit that 126% gains. I can see that happening. She's okay. Not my thing. Is what it is. Hour 35 minutes in time. Into the show now. Come back over here to the chat and see what's going on. Justin says, I'm longing the crap out of Caspa. Caspa will outperform most coins in the next month, so will smart contracts coming and exchange listings. My prop needs charged. Okay, I'm scared. Skittle water sounds bomb. Skittle water is pretty awesome. Still, coffee just seems like the right thing to have at night, but it doesn't do well with me. The Skittle water. Clearing out my pineal glands. Bitcoin is pumped as ETH was dropping. Did he hit it really? Oh snap. I got the ETH, the Ethereum market cap. Why is it here? How high did you get it? 43. Drop down a little bit. Maybe they're taking profits and putting it into Bitcoin. Can't blame them. This is what Ethereum against Bitcoin looks like, and so if in theory you put in 0.1 Bitcoin down here, well, you've almost doubled it, and you almost have 0.2 Bitcoin, or by 1 Bitcoin's worth of Ethereum down here, you almost have 2. Looks like it's coming up to an area of resistance on this chart. What we got here? Oh, 200 moving average here on the 3-day is also up there. Looks like it might be coming up for some turbulence on the Ethereum to Bitcoin pair. So either it comes up here and kind of bumps its head, and that could be. We got a bearish cross coming over here too. That might throw us down a little bit. Or, you know, we do the bear trap idea, and then this can turn into hella bullish. That means the dollar price for Ethereum would go up too. Curious to see what happens here. I would expect us to have a little. I would expect us not to get it on our first try. So I'm expecting maybe some rejection there. I have to see how that plays out, huh? But getting back in here would be bullish. Then that might be maybe an altcoin season could be in. If we get back in here, maybe we are looking at an altcoin season. I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say. I'm not see. I still don't see it. I still don't see it. I don't. I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't see it. I just don't. I'll rally, altcoin rallies, but I just don't see altcoin season. Not yet. Maybe we're setting up for it. I'll agree. We could be setting up for it, but I don't see it. But it's like, you know, for the past 3 months, every Monday it's been, guys, today here's 4 coins that I'm going to jump in for altcoin season. Guys, we're starting altcoin season today. And I'm like, dude, you've been calling altcoin season for the past, ever since March. Where's altcoin season? The market trashed just today, fellas. Days like this, we just got to hold together, but it's starting to look bullish though. I believe it. I can sniff it. Altcoin season's right around the corner, fellas. I get a lot of that. I see a lot of that. It's almost humor. It is humorous. Haven says the bigger problem I'm having is buying my crypto reserve stocks. I don't have enough BitMart, and I don't know if I should be putting as much money as I am in UPXI. Don't know that I've got enough to. Let's see. I did see the CEO and CSO said UPXI is a never sell reverse, and they have private access to the FTX stake sold. They were the ones that were doing that. Okay, they're the Solana people that were doing that, right? Doing the Solana reserve, is that right? Always says, okay, Road Dog, listen to your advice and took some profits. That Bitcoin dominance wanted to slap off the daily trend line. Keep an eye on that Bitcoin dominance and that total 3 when they're at resistance. That's what their challenge is. Also, there was something else I saw. Weekly. Because there's a few warning signs out there. Let's take a look. Was it you? Well, you could say that, but I just see something bullish as crap right here on the 3-day. Look at the 3-day MACD over here. She's all giddy as a schoolgirl. Look at that. Got them big duck lips all puckered up. What were we on the daily? This is total 3, though, by the way. I'm looking at the weekly. I'm looking at the MACD. And here we're on the daily. Was this what we saw? The daily, the MACD is just now starting to flip bullish on total 3. Your altcoins and mine today. Wow. I'm kind of impressed by that, to be honest with you. I really am. I want to come over and look at Bitcoin dominance on these two on the weekly, and you can see she's MACD's, of course, doing the opposite. This is what we don't want our altcoins to do or Bitcoin to do. But it's okay if Bitcoin dominance wants to do it. Round it out a little bit, but that's good. She's on a strong trend down. Can't bitch about that. What do you look like on the 3-day? She got a dark histogram there, and not quite duck lips, but it's continuing like she wants to continue down. Tried to roll over, continuing down here on the 3-day. I'm still not calling altcoin season, but I'm calling it looks like a nice ass well-deserved rally, reminiscent of what we got back in November and December, and that's cool. The thing is, they don't always last. All right, so they don't last as long as we would like them to last. We get a little used to it. That lasted 12 days over there. This downtrend's been going for a while though, but we've just recently actually got to. It was really after we started getting close to this and breaking the 618, this dotted line here, did we really get the benefit from it. If we can stay below that on Bitcoin dominance, then hey, I'll entertain the idea of at least a bigger rally, right? I'd like to see a bear flag, possible bear flag, just break them down, take a measure move down here. That would be bitching as hell. We'll take it as we can get it, but I do like. Let's take a look at others. This is others dominance, and saw that the dominance went up. Let's take a look at the actual others chart. Should look very similar. That's beautiful. She's starting. She should be a dare. Yeah, that's her. Should be our 786 area. Oh, you're above it. Bullish. Oh, that's cool. That changes things just a little bit. We've been in this situation before, if you remember, where we were watching as price on the weekend. Seems to like to do this on the weekends. Got stuck between the 786 and the 886. Now, best I remember, I think that was Bitcoin that did that, I believe. I think that was right. That was right before we came up and went to 123. So if we're clearing this, and if we can accumulate right above here, we got a stronger chance to actually break up and try to go higher. Meaning that we kind of broken this trend line idea of kicking these bodies to bodies here. For this bigger idea here. Nice. And It's not really a flag pattern, although some people will definitely add that measure move on there. But reasonably, you could expect it to take us right up here with the measured move, right up to this $350 billion. It looks like altcoins are going to get a little frisky on us. We've been waiting for friskiness. And that 618 up there, so another 50 billion, basically $40 billion coming into altcoins over the next couple of days here. Probably until Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the dump will come. But that's nice. So I guess you might be asking, well, should I get into a position now? If you find an area of support on some of these coins, maybe might want to take a risk. And just because things are up right now doesn't mean we have to chase them. I wouldn't ever recommend chasing anything. If they're up, like Abe did, getting paid a little bit, you will get other chances to get things in. They will go up, they will come back down. They will. That's been pretty exciting. What are the crypto bubbles looking like over here on this hour as we speak? Still around 0.5% or less. Pengu up to 4. Pardon me, guy. I gotta check my account. Am I going to be really, really happy? How much have you went up over the past? Daddy feeling good today. Daddy feeling happy. Yes, baby. Thank you, Jesus. Things are starting to look better. Recovering. That's good. That's good, because it really felt like I almost fumbled last time I was up to around these areas by not taking profits. So I'm making sure that I'm doing that this time around. Nice. Look at all these altcoins go. Where's all this money coming from? You little sneaky Chinese people buying this stuff late at night. It's supposed to be illegal. But I ain't gonna bitch about it. Go ahead, spend all the money you want to. Pump my bags, baby. I'm just saying, why are we getting all these weird ass all exchange types, all sources? Why am I getting all this instead of regular exchanges? That's weird. Taking a look at one of my dark horses. I talk about it every once in a while. He was hanging around about $12. Did that last cycle, and then when it ran up to $250, it's a proof of stake, proof of work hybrid. And of course, doing what it does until hopefully it starts doing all this moonshot stuff. It's the only reason I'm in it. I like it. I think it's got progress. I like proof of work and everything, layer ones and stuff. She ran up there very quickly. Once she got the ball running, how long did it take you? That took about, what, 6 months to do that? Gosh darn it. I don't know. Anyway, she's at $17 now. Trying to do a little something. It's one of my plays. Doesn't have to be one of yours, but I'd like to see her get up around $60. Decred, I like that one. KTA is one of the little Degen coins we'll take a look at. We looked at it recently, not too long ago. See how it's done since then. Where did we look at it? Here? This one has no volume. Has it been that long since we looked at it? Since here? Surely I've got something. Blowfin. How about Blowfin? Yeah, here we go. I knew we'd done something. Okay. Well, I already got my fibs pulled and all that. Goody. If you ask me, it looks like she came up to our target areas, and we're down near these areas. See how this works out, folks? When you're down here in these areas, I mean, you're not really thinking about these profit areas. It doesn't seem as possible after the beatdown or whatever. You looked up to find a coin. Look, it's just out here. How long is it going to take it? And below 2.36, this was the best area. Right now, these people are saying, man, I had a choice down here to buy at 68 cents because that turkey was telling me, and I didn't do it. I wish I'd bought there. That's what I said. This is the I wish I'd bought zone right here, below our 236 fib. We kind of just end up stair stepping our way. Sometimes we'll go through some of them a little bit more than others. Rejection here, rejection there, rejection everywhere, support here, support there, and we just stair step our way through these. And now we're up here at the 786 Fibonacci. Even got up here to the 886. Even tapped that little guy. Beautiful. On our way, perhaps up to $1.90 on KTA. And since we're doing so well, it just wouldn't be right if I didn't put that little bonus target in right over here. I'm not sure if I've got any of this or not. If I do, it's on my base wallet. 209. Let's get rid of some of this old news stuff. That's old news, road dog. What the hell? Oh snap, I'll move something. Trend line, nice little deviation from that sucker, right? Alright, let's come down to the 4 hours, see what's happening here. That looks pretty sweet, I gotta say. We got a nice strong trend line until it breaks. Not really worried about it. When they break, that's usually when you get a downward trend, so that's why we want to do something when they do break. Or any resistance areas that they happen to poke their way up to while they're taking that ride up. So nice, Kita. Take a look at Casper. It's at 9.6 cents. Also on another nice trend. W bottom here. Cleared the neckline, if that is what you want to call it. Remember, there's always a chance to come back and retest that at 0.9 cents. We're at 0.9 9.6 cents. So what's a half a penny in the bigger picture of things, unless you're way over leveraged, 5% drop. Still working our way up. Resistance ahead around 10 cents over here. If we look at it in the other diagonal direction over here, you can see that we got possibly a nice breakout. I don't think there's enough volume there. We got decline in volume with this, so it's just a little suspect, just a little. Just be careful, because it may be more market makers enticing this move up than actual, oh man, I gotta buy some Caspa. They do that when the volume is decreasing like that. Just a warning, not horrible, just keep it in mind. I've got a bigger channel trajectory, and I see right about 13 cents for Caspa. If we can just get our happy asses up there. Finally, Caspa, let's go do it. 13 cent area. Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Bitcoin here on the 6-minute time frame. Continue just to take its little happy candles up to the upside. I refuse to bitch about that because I like it. Respecting trend lines, can't bitch about it. Coming up to a possible area of resistance though. Continue our trend line up. So look about 119, 100 right through there. That might be where we stumble a little bit, or maybe lose it for a pullback a little bit. Get a little give and take. We are back above that little magical area, which painted the whole thing red. Now we can't see nothing. You suck. All right, here we are back above our little magical. This is the basis of my whole thesis. I mean, for what we're doing right now, right? Or that we will probably come back and test this area. This is probably not the last time we see this 117 area. Just keep that in mind. So however high we come up to, even with a higher high here, this will probably be our high or low. I would at least expect us to test that area. So there's still going to be some opportunities to get in at those areas again. So sometimes we have to hear that or remind ourselves of that to keep us from trying to chase things or things like that. That channel, I'm going to take it from here. Let's look at it that way. Looking at it that way, you got a nice little breakout, and it's got a little bit of volume to it. So even the measured move for this whole channel idea is not bad. It kind of brings us back just a little bit above the top here, but yeah, take that guy. Now we got an actual breakout. We can put it there, and that gives us this target at 124 higher high. I like that. That's cool. right in there, tighten that up a little bit. Of course, me being the fib guy that I am now, I like to retest that area. I would say it could possibly be just a little higher. I would say right there, just a smidgen higher. So I'm going to have a competition right now with that moving, that measure move, and we're just going to see who wins out. 124, could we hit it? Says we might over the next couple of days here. I expected that it would be a bumpy ride, but it looks like it's going to be a fun ride, and especially for altcoins. Now, a word of warning for pattern traders out there: you notice that we're getting a rising wedge, and there's two ways to look at that. Get this guy out of the way. We break out, maybe retest, maybe we don't retest, and it's bullish AF. We got to break out here of another pattern too, so we can lend to that idea that's still strongly up there. We may be closer to that tomorrow than we might expect, especially after we saw that nice move tonight. I ain't going to bitch about it. The other situation is what normally happens with riser wedges: the 60% chance they have to fail. If it did fold and fall, it might hold here, but it still might fail and come back down, bring us back down to 115 or somewhere like that. So we're not out of the woods yet to confirm that, but I gotta say, she's looking awful frisky. And if I had to guess, I would say she's probably going to try to take out these areas, and we need to see some of these areas taken out. If nothing else, get some of these guys taken out tomorrow or throughout this night. Guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Good luck on trading. Hope you guys are doing well and seeing that number go up. Hope you get in some good trades. Hopefully we saw something to look at, maybe gave you something to think about, or maybe a technique to apply, or a coin that looked like a good setup, or one to maybe put on your radar to wait until it is to a good setup. I got one more little special coin to look at called Dolomite. Oh, hell no, you're way up too high. We've looked at this one before. I don't know if we posted anything on it, but that, I think this, if I best I remember, this was a moonshot from Tokenmetrics too, and looks like they're worth paying attention to. That went up 300-400% right there. So Dolomite, if you're in it, I'm not in it, but if you are in it, whether you caught it here or caught it on somebody else's channel, hey man, congratulations, because she's up. And we're starting to see that on a lot of these little altcoins now, and it's making me smile. I'm liking it. Finally, thank God. Why didn't this happen last spring? I mean, really? Then we could have done it again and done it twice. But no, you wouldn't take the market. Anyway, thankful for what we have, because it could be awful. Could be awful. But now we're starting to see some of this stuff come up. Happy trading, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Go to the end screen. Good night, everybody. Let's see, can I pick out something that we haven't listened to in a while?
In the night, Bitcoin calls me. I track the charts when the bulls start to play. Bitcoin surges in a golden array. ETF funds ignite my sultry sway. A bold investor, I own the day. Whispers tease the air, yet my Bitcoin charm cuts through the scare. Bitcoin play, I ride the rise with a sway.
Trapped in bad dreams.
Oh, I'm trying to find
Bitcoin.
one that we have not heard of it.
Trapped in bad dreams.
Oh, you're the same thing.
Bitcoin.
Oh, baby, you're my digital dream. Oh, dream. Bitcoin's glowing in the moonlit stream. Oh, baby, you're my digital dream. Oh, dream. Bitcoin's glowing in the moonlit stream. The bank can hold this fire we ignite. Decentralized, we're burning through the night. Yeah, your touch is like a blockchain so secure. every move you make, I'm wanting more. No middleman to break this vibe we're in. Just you and me, where freedom's gonna win. Slide into my wallet, let's make it quick. Kid appear, our hearts are cryptographic. You're my private key, unlock my soul. With every coin, you're taking full control. Bitcoin, you're so sexy, got me hypnotized. Rising in my heart, see the spark in my eyes. Oh, you're untouchable.
Good call. Okay, so Happy. Oh, she went airwalk over here, lost it, and now bouncing back. That's nice. That's a great move. 800 moving average. Yeah, some resistance there. See if we can get up to that 618 there, about 1288. After that is 1370. Let's see if she gets rejected at the 800. I would be looking for it to likely come back to the 200 down here about the 11 if we get something like that. But until that happens, and that would probably be a retest of this trend line idea too.
She's calling, saying you'll be mine. No government can stop this, no chains hold us down. In this crypto love, we're the talk of the town. Come closer, darling, let's mind this desire. Bitcoin's a rhythm, setting hearts on fire.
Evan says, Road Dog, I know you made individual tracks. Do you think you could make a Web3 DJ that does whole shows, mixing your creative music? My favorite DJ is Alice in Wonderland. Huh. I haven't really thought about that. That might be interesting.
Trapped in bad dreams, oh.
I'll have to look in and see what a Web3 DJ is and does. I'm not really familiar with it, but appreciate you for mentioning that.
Cash my coins went low. So too soon I lost my way. Bad dreams shake my soul. Bad dreams,
You are on some very small time frames, my friend. I do that too. So I'm going on the 6 minute. Hey, let's try to get up there. I believe that was that a 0.5 fib or a 886. That matters. It's a 0.5. Okay. So it needs to get past this area. This little purple line. That's the make or break. If we don't see it get past there, she's gonna mess around a little bit. Getting past there, then you as bullish as you want to be, you might have a good reason to be then if we do that.
bad dreams shake my soul. Market twist, they steal my sleep. Rise again, my gains to keep. Bad dreams.
Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Get out there and kill it.